Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Grant with Greatest Love 777, or Grant's Thought of the Day, week, or month. I just have a few things I wanted to say because there's so many people that are, you know, part of this pandemic. They're um, I talked to people yesterday that are in the pandemic in New York City. Other people are in other places where they don't have a problem, and then there's people that are pretty much, they don't care what anybody does. So here's my answer to the questions about these people completely disregarding some of the laws and common sense rules that are in place during this time. I've had to and will again restate to those free people that is, if others around you do not feel the same, I will try my best to adhere to the rules in place so that I do not offend them. By my ignorance, bliss, or otherwise imperviousness to reality, even though I, as in anyone thinking God is protecting them, and I'm a Christian, so yeah, I do believe that God protects me, but I might seem overbearing or prideful or, because I'm free. I'm a free, it's amazing how I think God sets me free from the things of this life, and it sets me free from the virus, but that doesn't make me free to make it look like you're an idiot or I'm an idiot by not wearing a mask. So, what I will do is wear my mask and gloves for your protection and my protection, probably, which makes everybody feel safer. And I'm also relieving your fears because if I just run around like, hey, nothing happening, and then, I die, it doesn't bother me because my life is goes to God. But it does bother everybody else because then they're like, look at that idiot. Didn't wear any mask or protect himself from dying. So then now other people, it hurts other people more than it hurts me for sure. So I just wanted to make people safer, that I can humble myself, and I'm saying this for a lot of people, so that other people can feel safe. So um, I call it reverse psychology for all of us with oppositional defiance disorder. That's the ones that say, well, this would just go away if we would just ignore it, just defying what every science and everything else says. I look at the scriptures, and many times in Babylon, everybody tried to defy and all the orders that God gave them, and that was, hey, you're going to all be taken to Babylon or you're all going to die. That's your options. And that's what everybody was told. And the prophets like Jeremiah would tell people, yes, go to Babylon because you're going to be able to bless those people and be amazing to them, but you're going to have to leave Israel because it's going to be destroyed by the Babylonians. And if you go, then they won't destroy it. But if you don't, they're going to take every stone off the wall and throw it on the ground and take everything. And that's exactly what they did because the people had what a lot of us have: oppositional defiance disorder. That means, there's a problem and we think God is just going to deliver us, but He's going to deliver us through being smart. And that's what He did. And you can look in the Bible many times. Did He do those things and He allowed those things to happen? Did He didn't necessarily, usually our own pride is what got us in trouble. And He had to protect us from our own selves. So we're just asked to wear a mask or put some gloves on or wash our hands and stay away from people, at least 6 feet. It's only for a little while. It may change the way things in life are, but let's get through this and get done with it. If in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 10, the whole chapter talks about how you have the ability and you're powerful. You're a powerful person as a Christian, and you have power over sicknesses. You have amazing workings. You can eat, and other people will judge you because of what you're doing. And so, what does Paul say? He says, hey, watch what you're doing, not because you're free, because you are free to do whatever you want. You can be free to go and eat that which is offered to idols and to devils, it says, because God is God. He's over everything, which offends a lot of people. But it's still but then he says, but because of your sense of society with other people, don't just offend them just because you have authority in those areas. And we do have authority in some of those areas. But that doesn't mean we go and flaunt our freedom in front of people that are having a really hard time with something. That means we learn how to work with those people, and we learn how to have compassion. And if you don't know what compassion is, when God sees you, you pretty much don't have it, but God sees you how you should be. And here we are trying to tell other people, hey, I got it. Don't worry about it. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Well, they're in fear, and God's like, you know what? We can bring our compassion and love to those people without treating them like they're an idiot. And the same goes the opposite way. Just because we have faith doesn't mean we don't try to follow the laws of the land. I mean, it's just smart things, and God gives us enough wisdom to be able to figure it out. So, what I'm trying to tell everybody is, hey, just because you have the power and you believe that God is going to heal everybody, and I believe that He can, but that doesn't mean we come to people and try to just disregard every science and everything else, whether we believe in science or not, just to prove everybody wrong and to, act like an idiot in their eyes. It's not like we're acting like an idiot in our own eyes. It's in their eyes, and thus offending them. So we're America, we're all one in this, and we all like our own free will. But hey, for this time, learn how to work with other people. Humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, and He'll exalt you in due time. Humble yourselves under everybody else, because Paul said, I am a free person, but he said, you know what? I'm going to be all things to all people that I might win some of them. Because he knew that by befriending them, he would have to do things that other people might not agree with, but he would do things to befriend them and be friendly, not just bring his faith and go, you need to do this or you need to do that. But he would love them where they're at, just like Jesus did. Jesus, when he walked into people's lives, he brought it with him, and he brought love, and he never derided the sinner. The only people he came up against was the religious who didn't know how to talk to people like a human being. So remember that we're working with people. I'm a human, you're a human, and it doesn't matter where we're going, but it matters that we treat each other with love and respect. And that's what I'm asking. Treat people with love and respect during this time. Wear your mask just because you don't think you need it. Don't worry about it. Humble yourself. Put your gloves on. If people are asking you not to do things close together, you know what? Do it through video. Do it through chat. Do it through your phone. Keep the distance. Not only it is a good thing for yourself, but for the mindset of other people, so that they can feel good that you're following. Do I think it's the only way to live? Not necessarily, but right now it just helps other people to feel better about themselves. And why do you have to stand up so high with pride and say, hey, I don't need to do anything like this? Just follow. It's not going to hurt anybody, and it's going to make a lot more peace when there's no reason to stir up trouble for any reason. Okay, thanks.